In the semi-arid northeastern region of Brazil, irrigated crops attract various pest species. Farmers commonly address crop pest and disease problems through the use of commercial pesticides, encouraged by the fast development of the Brazilian agrochemical industry. The combination of incorrect application of agrochemicals, improper pest identification, and inappropriate irrigation practices leads to environmental degradation, such as contamination of soil and water, loss of biodiversity, and reduced productivity. It also affects human health. Combined with low producer prices, this results in poor income for farmers. Due to widespread and often incorrect application of pesticides, pests develop resistance. Therefore, farmers depend on new and often expensive agrochemicals. This means that cheaper and sustainable management methods are of utmost importance. Using and promoting natural enemies and repellents against insect pests are innovative options. Studies were carried out to substitute chemical pesticides. Biological pest control is a method of controlling insect pest species. Predators such as frogs, toads, lizards, and birds are natural enemies of insect pests. Establishing habitats for frogs and toads is crucial in order to increase and secure their numbers. They need vegetation to hide and water for their reproduction. Ground-living frogs need ponds inside and around plantations, and arboreal frogs need shrub vegetation next to water bodies. Here we let the shrubs and herbs grow, which serve like a barrier, for example, for the whitefly and other insect pests, as they remain in the surrounding vegetation structure and do not enter the plantation anymore. And if they don't find anything outside, they just go inside the plantation, where my melons, pumpkins, tomatoes, and also the maize and other crops are. Tree frogs play an important role in the irrigated plantations of guava, banana, or coconut, as they're able to climb up trees and eliminate insect pest species. By contrast, ground frogs are essential for crops like watermelon, pumpkin, manioc, or onion, as they feed on grasshoppers, beetles, snails, and caterpillars, damaging the crops. If you let water puddles stay, the frogs and toads always come to the plantation to eat the insects. They like water a lot, and when you have a puddle, they're always there. Experienced farmers first observe which pest is influencing the crop plantation, a visible larvae or a virus. And second, which crop type does the farmer have, trees or annual plants? In order to provide an attractive habitat for tree frogs, the plantation should be surrounded by shrubs and trees. Water bodies next to the shrub structure should be established. Additional shrubs inside plantations with little understory, such as coconut trees, should be planted to ensure the movement of the arboreal frogs inside the plantation. If it's a pest in annual crops, ground frogs serve as biocontrol agents. In this case, shrubs and water bodies surrounding plantations have to be maintained. However, frogs and toads are not able to control all pests. Therefore, the use of chemical pest control has to be reconsidered. Preference should be given to chemicals such as organic, self-made pesticides, which do not harm amphibians, other animals, and people. To produce pesticide, farmers use the cyanide-containing extract from the processing and compressing of manioc roots, called manipuera. This liquid is seldom used. By using it as an insecticide, farmers avoid polluting waterways and harming domestic animals and humans. To produce this pesticide, farmers mix and ferment 20 liters of the manipuera together with local plants. The bark of the manicoba tree, a cup of American wormseed, a cup of yellow tagetes, a cup of Malagueta pepper, garlic, and a little bit of bleach. After 8 to 10 days, the latest after 10 days, the organic medicine is ready to be used. So now I will filter it and store it in 2-liter plastic bottles. For application, I will mix 1 cup of the medicine in 20 liters of water. Now you can use it in every type of cultivation. It has an effect on every type of pest. It's not an insecticide because insecticides will kill the insects. It's different. It removes the insect by hunger. It stays on the leaves, and due to the garlic and the pepper, does not eat the leaf. It stays there and dies or goes to another place. Farmers observed that the self-made pesticide does not harm their health or the environment like conventional industrial pesticides. The amphibians remain in the plantation, while after application of conventional pesticides, amphibians disappear. Combined pest control by safeguarding natural habitats and applying organic pesticides is an innovative alternative to the intensive use of toxic agrochemicals. Vegetation barriers attract pests and keep them away from going into the plantations. Establishing habitats for frogs and toads is combined with additional income sources. Pomegranate, mango, guava or passion fruit are used as shrub or tree structures and sold as cash crop. Grazing sheep and goats is a meaningful alternative instead of using herbicides to eliminate unwanted vegetation in the plantations. Moderate stocking rates will reduce but not completely destroy the undergrowth in the coconut and fruit orchards. A combined control by safeguarding natural amphibian habitats and using organic pesticides is an alternative to the use of aggressive agrochemicals, which can pollute the rivers and water reservoirs. Biological pest control was initiated by innovative farmers. Its development and long-term feasibility will need further study.